end of the month. So let me ask you a question. Do all mortgages, all of them, do they come in just three sizes? Small, medium, large, little bitty mortgages, medium-sized mortgages, large jumbo mortgages, maybe you want to say. No, they don't. If they just came in three sizes, it would be super easy for somebody to just go onto like Amazon and buy themselves a mortgage, right? They would just be like, I think I'm going to try on the medium today, and if that doesn't work out, I'll just have like free returns. Should be good to go, right? But the system doesn't work like that. The system is still complicated enough where we are needed. We provide a valuable service to all of our borrowers. When you're transferring over somebody, you are a professional. You are putting them in contact with somebody who's going to help them with their needs, a personalized touch. We are offering service more than anything. And I'm not talking about just where they make their monthly payments. I'm talking about the service that's in our brains, the knowledge that we have that we can impart on our clients so we can make a recommendation. We should put ourselves in the same category as attorneys, accountants, tailors. I made the analogy about the small, medium, large, and maybe that's like clothing, right? A tailor doesn't just have small, medium, and large. A tailor takes, a dozen, maybe more, 18 different measurements when they're measuring somebody for a specialized piece of clothing. An article of clothing takes, sleeve lengths, inseam, the chest, the neck, there's a bunch of details that we have to go through. And the same thing with us. We have to take a detailed application. We have to get all of those measurements. And a craftsman. Maybe that's what we should call ourselves now. We shouldn't be loan consultants anymore. We're loan craftsmen. Loan craftspeople. There, that's a little more appropriate. Craftspeople. What I want to talk about now is maybe in that same vein. Craftspeople. I'm reminded of a story about a craftsperson who happens to be a carpenter. So this is a gentleman who had been a carpenter for many years, 40 plus years, and he finally goes to his boss and says, hey, I've been building houses for you for 40 years. I'm done. I got to go spend time with my grandkids before it's too late, and I want to make sure that I can enjoy the time. I really love what I've been able to do for you, but I'm out. Peace. Right? And his boss says, whoa, hold on. I need you to do one more job for me. It's really important. Can you help me out with this one extra job? And our guy is a little put off. He's like, listen, man, I've helped you out, 40 years, I don't know how many houses, and you ask me for one more job when I tell you I want to go spend time with my kids? All right, fine, I'll go do it. He's a little teed off about it. He feels like he is taken advantage of. But he does it. He builds the house. The cupboards aren't quite straight. The corners don't quite line up. It's not his best work. He goes back to his boss. He throws back the keys. He says, "Here, house is done. I'm out of here. It's been swell." And the boss says, "Whoa, hold on," again. And he says, "This house is for you. This house is for your family. I appreciate everything you've done for me. This is my parting bonus for you. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. You've helped our business grow, and you deserve this." Oh no! So most people, when they hear that story, and when I tell them on the phone, it might be a little lengthier version, a little more emotion. But in this case, you get the gist of it. Most people will get the feeling that they're supposed to always do their best job. But what if we flip that and think of it from the perspective of a craftsperson, and we're always supposed to be doing our best job, but you don't always know who's trying to help you. What if we look at it from that perspective and say, hey, this person was trying to help. What if we're not the craftsperson? What if we're the owner of the construction company? Oh, and we're trying to help our borrowers get more loans. So it's a two-way street there. So we can tell our customers, our borrowers, hey, will you please let me help you? I'm not jumping up and down. I'm not screaming. It's not always obvious who's trying to help you. Just like that boss who asked his carpenter to work, on one extra house. I'm trying to help you. Will you please let me help you? And when you say it sincerely like that, with the power of please, it might work sometimes. So try that out. Now, last but not least today, diets versus habits. I've been thinking a lot lately about diets and habits. So every year I do something that is habit changing in my life. So I went vegetarian 2.5 years ago. This week I'm doing a diet though. So this week I'm doing all fruit and rice to kind of cleanse the palate and just kind of reset some systems. And it dawned on me that one of those is a diet and the other thing is a habit. But why is it that I changed my diet and that's long term? So when we talk about diet sometimes, that's a short-term fix. Really our diet though is a long-term habit that we're changing. And in terms of work, sometimes I give you a tip here and you try that 1 or 2 times and you might try it for a week, but it doesn't really change your habits. To change the habits, you've got to commit to it for, 3 weeks they say typically? So you just got to flip the switch in your brain and say, you know what, from now on I'm always going to ask for referrals. From now on, Sundance, I'm always going to say, please, when I ask for the business. From now on, I'm always going to try and put myself in their shoes when we're going through the 1003. I'm not going to give them a one-size-fits-all mortgage. So the habits are really what changes our income, our livelihood, and really our happiness with our job performance, our job satisfaction. how we feel when we perform our actions here at work, that's important. And that reflects in our job performance, and our borrowers can tell if we're happy doing what we do. I found that the greatest sign of success is whether or not you're able to make small changes over a long period of time. And those are habits. So take time right now. Yesterday I asked you to write down some goals. Today I'm going to ask you to write down change those goals into ideas that you can create habits with. And track those. Make sure that you're making progress. It's important.